Okay, welcome back. So it's very, very important that you learn how to view the comments. So here's an example. So here's an example for assignment 1. And there's a little link that says view feedback. So the comments here say, that's a good start. I'd recommend you redo and resubmit. And you made an 85. If you want to know why you made an 85, you're going to have to click on this link. If you don't click on this link, you'll never know what it is I want you to do. Okay? Good. Whew. So, a little bit about me. Hey, I'm Emmett Gray. I'm retired from civil service. I used to work out at Fort Hood. I'm a software author programmer. I kind of do this as a hobby. I'm not exaggerating, I've written hundreds, plural, hundreds of applications. I have a strange educational background. I have degrees in mathematics and engineering plus computers. I'm not a PhD, so don't call me Dr. Gray, just, Professor Gray, Mr. Gray, whatever. I also have a gazillion Microsoft and CompTIA certifications that you're probably not interested in. I'm what's called an adjunct professor, which means I'm a part-time employee. I do have an office. It's in Founders Hall, room 323Q. I don't have an office phone, but the COBA admin, that COBA is the College of Business Administration, their admin person, that's their phone number. You can always reach me on Canvas email, but if that's not available for whatever reason, you can get me at the university. My office hours, basically 4 days a week from 3:30 to 4 o'clock, although you could obviously say, hey, could you come out and help me at some other time? That'd be fine. Or we can do WebEx if need be, and not actually have to come out and see each other at all. I mean, not physically. So here's just something I ask at the end. I want to know where you are in the scale. How prepared are you for this course? So when we get together for our little lab, I'm going to ask you to stand up and introduce yourself to the course. And then where you are in this. Like, 1 would be, oh my God, I can't believe I signed up for this class. I'm so completely lost. I don't think there'll be that many. Or a 10 would be, I could teach this class with my eyes closed. I don't think there'll be that many of those. Most people are going to be, I've got the prerequisites, and I know a little bit about our algorithm. So, somewhere in the 3 to 4 range would be perfectly normal. Okay, so that's the end of the PowerPoint presentations. Quite frankly, I don't like using PowerPoint. I don't use PowerPoint during the class. So this will probably be the last time you see PowerPoint at all. Okay, so now we're going to do just a tour of Canvas. All right, so let me just go through the list. So announcements. I don't have any announcements, but you probably need to, when something shows up in announcements, you probably need to read it. So, for example, I might say, oops, I made a mistake on assignment 4. Somebody pointed out an error, and so here's what the corrected information is. Yeah. So when something shows up, and I've been known to throw in hints, like after assignment 4 has been released, and 2 or 3 people are coming to me saying, I don't understand this, then I might turn right around and do a hints file. Okay, so yeah, you need to be reading those things. Here's all the assignments. Now, this is the teacher's view, so I get to see a heck of a lot more than you do. You only get to see the things that are immediately available, but the syllabus quiz and all the assignments and all the normal quizzes, the term project and the midterm and the final. Okay, discussion forums. There's 3 discussion forums out there. A place to introduce yourself if you want to. Hey, I'm Joe Blow. I got 3 cats and 2 dogs and, whatever. And course feedback is like, can somebody help me with this? Or I think this is wrong, or, whatever, right? Just a free form thing. And then the grading notes. This is a closed one that only I use that talks about, for example, at the end of every quiz or assignment, I'm going to say, well, the average score was that kind of thing. Now I'm going to skip over the grades and the people view because the teacher's view of that is not relevant to you guys. But syllabus. So this is a copy of the course syllabus is a PDF file. I do keep the official copies. Whatever the official copy is, that's what it is here. And it lists all the things that are due. The rest of the stuff is pretty boring, but modules is where everything really, 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 really is. So there's a handful of sections. There's a start here section. That kind of makes sense. We'll go through that. Supplemental materials as things come up. For example, we're not, chapter 4 hasn't happened yet, so that one is grayed out. It won't get released until that happens. Here's a list of all of the weekly tasks and video lectures. So for example, if I pick on this one, here's week 1 and here's the videos that you're supposed to do. You don't have to watch the video in here. You could go switch over to YouTube if you wanted to rather than read it. That certainly you don't have to watch it in a tiny little square. You can go full screen. And then lecture notes. Now I kind of mentioned that these are out of synchronization, so the week 1 lecture notes don't get released on week 1. They get released on week 2. Okay, good. All right, so that's how that part works. So let's go back to here, and I'm going to go through this part. So this is the welcome screen. This is right. So welcome to the course. This is a blended course with asynchronous video lectures and face-to-face labs, and the labs are in room 308. And then a little bit about the course navigation, about assignments and discussions and grades. And then of course every week you need to go down to the weekly tasks and video lectures and find the week that we're in and do what it says to do. And then here's the things you need to do up front, hopefully even before the semester starts, is that obtain a copy of the textbook. Yeah, trying to do this class without a textbook is a really bad idea. Read the course syllabus. Go through the introductory slides. Actually, we just did that. And then watch the week 0 videos, which obviously you're doing right this very second. Introduce yourself in the discussions, and then make sure you got Word and Excel installed on your machine. Okay, this next one is a little bit about me, about office hours, the textbooks, a copy of the syllabus again, and then the PowerPoint presentation that we just went through. I'm going to skip the course objectives because that's kind of boring. Here's a copy of the schedule. This is the official schedule, so when changes happen, they change. I make changes here, so this is the when things are due and what things are happening and what, so here's the Monday lab schedule and the Wednesday lab schedule and all the rest of that stuff. This is kind of sort of important. Okay, if you're new to Canvas, have never done an assignment or a quiz, there's some videos that can help out. Okay, that's about it. So next time, please wait until the week 1 stuff gets published, and then go to the right module section, read what it says to do, watch the dang videos. Okay, that's about it. See you guys again soon, I hope.